Hey everyone, it's Bertha Bioger, and I'm here in the Smart Review for Clown in a Cornfield, the new film directed by Eli Craig, and starring Katie Douglas, Aaron Abrams, and also Will Sasso in the lead roles. Now, I got to see this movie through an advanced screening, so thank you so much for that opportunity. And they actually told us in that screening, one of the main stars in the film was actually there, and they talked about the movie in brief. They said that this movie was an all-Canadian cast, which is really cool because technically it's an American movie, but all-Canadian cast, so I think probably they shot it all in Canada. So that's a cool big plus for me. And to be honest with you, the first half of this movie was a little bit uninteresting for me. It was a little bit too cliched. The story was kind of going in a ways where I was like, I've seen this movie many, many times before. Now, I can't really talk about the second half without giving some spoilers. So if you don't want to know anything about this movie, it's a 7 out of 10. An encapsulated review would be that don't judge this movie just by the title and the poster and the trailer of this film. I think it's making you feel that it's going to be a generic slasher movie, which it ends up not being. The second half of this movie is really fun, very entertaining, and goes into an interesting socio-political commentary near the end of the film too, which I did not expect. But yeah, a very good twist and a very good second half really makes this movie entertaining for me. I kind of wish that the first half was equal to that second half, but whatever. It's still a solid slasher flick. So it's a 7 out of 10, and if you don't want to hear any spoilers, stop this review right now, because I'm going to give you some spoilers within the review in 3, 2, and 1. Now, in some of the movie reviews that I've done in the past, I will say that the film reminds you of a mixture between some other movies that you've probably seen in the past. The problem with Clown in a Cornfield is that if I give you those specific movies that I'm referring to, you probably will have that twist spoiled. So that's why I didn't put it in the previous portion of this review. But I'll give you the films that I feel like this movie was mixed in together with. The Village, Hot Fuzz, and also any clown-based slasher flick. I won't say the specific twist because it is actually a pretty interesting one and a pretty effective one. It kind of saves this movie in my personal opinion. The first half of this movie is very cliched. You have the new kid on the block who has troubles with their parents. You know, there's a mysterious person or a town that they have to interact with or deal with. And then, you know, mayhem ensues and, you know, so on and so forth. The film gets going. Again, the second half of this movie, when that twist happens with a certain, you know, gaslighting as to what this clown means to the city, or sorry, the town, that's when the movie actually gets interesting. In my personal opinion, it is very bloody, very effective, and surprisingly really well done in that second half. If only that first half were a little bit better, I would have given this film more than a 7, but for me, it's a 7 out of 10.